Skyfall. So Skyfall is, I believe, the 23rd James Bond movie, which, in all honesty, I don't think I've ever seen. I'm not sure, but I don't think I've ever seen a James Bond movie until now. I believe I said in like 1 or 2 videos that I thought that Mission Impossible was better than James Bond, but James Bond was good. I'm not telling the truth there. I haven't seen James Bond, but now I have. And I've seen Skyfall now, because this was like, I wanted to watch the modern James Bond movie, and I don't know why I didn't pick Casino Royale, but I wanted to see the 2010s one. For Skyfall was the one I wanted to see the most. I don't know why, it sounded the coolest. So I saw it. Let's talk about it. So Skyfall is about, some bad guy. I don't want to spoil it or anything, but pretty much everybody's seen this movie. I mean, not everybody has, but just in case you haven't seen it, I'm not going to spoil it, but there's this bad guy, he's doing bad stuff, and James Bond is like he's rusty, he's old, but he has to defeat this bad guy, so now we have our action movie. Or as I like to call it, British Impossible, get it? I started with Mission Impossible, not James Bond. Most people probably started with James Bond. I started with Mission Impossible. Also, this is just a Nerf little pistol thing. It's nothing cool, but I thought it looked most like the James Bond gun across from anything. So, but first off, let me just get this out of the park. Daniel Craig, he's great. I really liked him in this movie. I thought he was very charismatic. He has a good relationship with kind of this. I'm forgetting her name, but she's like the leader of all of this whole operation thing. He's very good. Her and his chemistry is very good in this movie. And yeah, I think all the acting was good. I liked all the characters in this movie. The relationships were cool too. I don't think I ever say that in a review, but I do think the relationships in this movie were genuinely good. They all felt real and real life-like. Yes. Don't know how to word that. Whatever. I loved this movie. This is one of, if not, my favorite action movie of the 2010s. I don't know if I don't think it's as good as Mission Impossible 5 or 6, but I do think it's better than Ghost Protocol. This was a great movie. I kind of loved it. I loved it. It was so good. I'm going to probably go back and watch more James Bond. I think next summer I'm going to watch all the James Bond movies since I have 24 to go. Wait, 23 to go. 23 James Bond movies I haven't seen before. Meaning I have to watch 23 movies, 23 days in a row. I'll make a whole series on my channel over that summer. I'm just like James Bonding at you guys. But yeah, that'll be fun. But I don't know if I think Skyfall probably will end up being my favorite James Bond movie because it's the first one I see. You know, you always have the nostalgia connection to the first one. This is probably going to always be my favorite. Maybe Casino Royale will be my favorite one day, but I think this one will be my favorite. Do you know how hard I tried to make the intro of the gun barrel shot? Yeah, I tried so hard. I just couldn't do it. I did not know how to shoot that. And I did not know how to make the camera only a circle and put it through the gun barrel. Make it move. It was too hard. Well, let's talk about the villain in this movie. The villain in this movie. Man, he was good. I'm forgetting who played him, but every time he's on screen, I'm like, you are creepy. You are creepy, sir. There's just one thing he does in this movie that's been disturbing me all night. It's just been disturbing me. It's so creepy and really gross. Yeah, you probably know the scene. Also, if you're probably wondering, why is this movie called Skyfall? Why does it make sense? You'll learn why it makes sense. You'll learn why Skyfall makes sense. Why that name makes perfect sense. God, what's the word I'd use to describe this movie? Probably brilliant. This movie's brilliantly well made and well shot. Also, let's just right into it. It's very interesting. This movie is it has a very interesting and engaging plot that really wants you really want to know what happens next. And it's interesting. But is this movie Mad Max Fury Road or Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol or all those movies? It is more better than Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, but not better than Fury Road. It's hard for me to pick out a flaw in this movie, but it wasn't perfect. It wasn't completely perfect. There are problems in the movie. I just don't know where they are. Problems exist in this movie. I just don't know where they are. It's kind of like The Dark Knight, only this is not as good as The Dark Knight. So this movie's action, like I said, is so well done. All the action scenes are intense, interesting, fun. You're just hanging on the edge of your seat. This movie is very intense as well. You're gripping your seat. At the end, I thought the third act was brilliant in this movie. This is a brilliant movie. Because overall, Skyfall is brilliant. It's so well made. It's so well done. It's everything you want an action movie or a spy movie to be. And I hadn't even seen James Bond before, and I absolutely loved this movie. It was brilliant. It was well done. I mean, I know it's supposed to be, a lot of people say, it's good for newcomers, and I'm like, I'm a newcomer. So yeah. I loved it. I think it's great. I don't know if it's perfect. There are problems in there, but they're hard to find. But I will give it this rating. I'm going to give Skyfall a 9. Do you know how close that was to being a 10? It's not, usually, if you guys know how my 10 out of 10 rating works, it's usually if I've been building up something for a while, and it completely paid off, or if the movie is legitimately perfect, or if the movie has some nostalgia connection to me. For instance, Jurassic Park's 10 out of 10 is because that movie has nostalgic for me, and The Incredibles the first one has nostalgia for me. That means, so nostalgic ones, those are examples of nostalgic ones. New films that I think are great are Infinity War, Incredibles 2, Won't You Be My Neighbor, Mission Impossible Follow. Those are movies that, no, I guess it would just be Won't You Be My, no, it would just be Incredibles 2, Fallout, and Infinity War. Those three movies, I was building up so much, and when they came out, they completely paid off, and I loved them. Which is why I give them a 10 out of 10 rating. And then there are other movies that don't get 10 out of 10 because I didn't build them up. Like this one probably would have a 10 out of 10 if I saw it back in theaters in 2012. But I didn't. I saw it in 2018. In almost late 2018. What do you guys think on Skyfall? Let me know in the comment section below. What is your favorite James Bond movie? So I know which ones I should see. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be making a split review tomorrow. Not saying it's going to be like 2 reviews. No, it's going to be, there's a review of the movie Split by M. Night Shyamalan. See you guys next time.